Well, here's a report I ran into from HUD. That's the Housing and Urban Development. They're the people that give most of the grant money, actually, for people who need money to buy a house, fix up a house, or down payment money, closing cost money, all kinds of things. And I think they're getting ramped up to give a lot more money out, and probably more next year and more the year after that, no matter who's the president, to tell you the truth, because this is a big problem in our country. And if it's not the federal government, it's going to be your state and local government. See, they all have budgets too. I mean, they get money from the feds, but then also they include their own money. Now, actually, this report says how there's a lot of effort putting into getting innovative local programs to advance and preserve middle income homeownership. And that's also low and middle income homeownership. And these two programs they talk about here, one is in Massachusetts and another one's in, we're in Decatur, Alabama. I mean, it just, they're very creative. I mean, not only do they have money for down payment money, which really could go up to $50,000 or more. Some of them even have $100,000 in these programs for down payment money. Now, there's dozens and dozens and dozens of programs in every state. This program actually is for incomes up to, like for low income now in housing, can go up to $100,000. It can go up to $120,000 or even more. To get grants, and sizable grants, 50, 20, even 100 in some cities and some states, they have that. But again, it takes research on your part, okay? That's what you have to do, and that's where it falls apart. And what you can't do is go to Google, because please don't go to Google, because that will get you lost, get you upset. You can't find good programs in Google, because Google shows you programs that are going to cost you money, because Google charges money to find you. And so everybody in Google is trying to make money from you. So if you don't have money, you just stay out of Google because you won't find the free ones, because they don't pay Google. So they're not going to pay Google to find you. So Google's going to show you 200 million other programs, to rent a house, buy a house, put down payment, or fix up a house, or anything. So you just have to stay away, please, please, please. And when you get the sources that I'm going to tell you, then you have to do a little more than just filling out an application. Now, it takes more than filling out one application, apply for it. It takes work in finding the right application to apply for. And that's the thing. This is why people give up. They go to Google, they got 200 sources, they call a few, and they get overwhelmed because everybody's saying, hey, you got to give me money. Hey, this costs a lot of money. Hey, this. No, you don't want to do that. Take this report that I have. I'll put a link to this in the bottom that shows you all the offices, and there's about 9 or 10 of them in every state, that is just there to help people without money get a house. Really, hear that? People who don't have money get a house. See, everybody in Google just looking for people with money to pay them, to help them find a house or buy a house or sell you money or something like that. All the programs I show you will never ask for money. Now, you can't get a better deal than that, but it takes work on your part. And if you even try to go directly to Google, you're going to give up before you even get close to even seeing the smoke of money, let alone seeing the money itself. No, you'll never find it, because there's too much bullshit in there and people trying to scam you, and it'll all cost money. If you have a lot of money and you want to buy something, fine. Google your heart out. If you don't have money, please stay away from Google, and realize it's going to take some work on your part to find exactly what you need. Because it's a little messy out there, but once you start making a few phone calls, you'll get the hang of it and see it. Okay, here are the programs. One is HUD.gov. They're the major counselors. They not only help you fix your credit so you have good credit and a credit score for getting buying a house or fixing up a house or getting any kind of housing money. They also show you money programs. Excuse me. Ooh, that was the Google sneeze. So make an appointment. See, the one thing you do is you make appointments with people. So you talk to them, pick their brain. They're going to know more about this stuff than anyone else you'll ever run into. particularly salesmen. Remember, a salesman wants to sell you something. That's how they make a living. These people already got their money. They're not making a living off of you. They already got their money, and now they just give you money or give you free services. They got their money. This is the alternative society. You know, it's not capitalism. This is the community society that we have, and it represents about a third of everything in our society is community oriented, which means they're helping neighbors grow and solve problems. Like your church, that's a community in society. Well, we have millions of nonprofit organizations that also do that. They also act like your church. Then we have the federal government that gets tax money to give it back to people. And the government gives out, like $17,000 to every adult every year in that kind of money. That's the giving society. How do you like that? Or community, whatever you want. So you got HUD to want to go to. Next is something called neighborworks.org. See, all these organizations I'm telling you about are going to be .gov or .org. You want to stick with them because then you know they're not charging you money. You call their local office, make an appointment, and see what they say. Even if the first one said, oh, there's no such thing, you'll never get anything. Everybody has different opinions about everything. So don't worry if somebody says no. You just keep looking because that's how you win. You don't win by believing somebody when they say no. No, you got to keep going. There's a big world out there, and it's out there. So that's another place. Then you have the Federal Home Loan Bank Board. Now that's a .com, so that's but governments subsidize people. So they do sell money, but they also have grants. That's a big money because they're government subsidized. So they have a lot of grant money, not only for housing and home repair, but also for entrepreneurs too. So they got grant money. So that's FHLBANKS.com. Okay, now the next one you want to know is this is Habitat for Humanity. Okay, and that's available. Actually, what they do is give homes for half price because you volunteer your labor to help other people build homes. I mean, it's a great community organization. You get a house for half price, and you got to put in some sweat equity, okay? Now, here's another one, and that's a .org. Here's another one, the National Association of Housing Finance Officers, and that's ncsha.org. Now, all these lists will be in the description below. There'll be a link, and there's a video instruction, too, that you should read, okay? You find your state office of the Housing Finance Office. They have government grants and low-interest loans and all kinds of things that help you that don't make money from you, okay? So that's another place. The other thing is Department of Agriculture, and they have great programs there. You get housing and fix up money with no money down even, and that's rd.usda. You go to that website, and then you put in your state, and then you talk to somebody there in your state that gives out the money. That's why don't trust an intermediary like me or anybody else on the internet telling you what money is available. Call the people who give out the money. That's how you find if you're eligible or not eligible. Don't take it secondhand from somebody trying to sell you something, like me. And then you want to find your local community development office. Every county has a community development office that gets money from the federal, the state, county, and everything to help people who need financing and don't have much money to get down payment money, closing cost money, fix up your house money, stuff like that. That's your county government. So just call. You could call 211 and ask you for your community development office. Is another way to do that. Okay. Also, there's another banks that are community banks. Because they're there to help anybody, not to make a big profit and buy jets and all this kind of crap. No, they're called Locally Community Development Financial Institutions, CDFI. And they get also grants from the federal government to help people who can't get money from traditional banks, okay? And then you have my favorite there is 211 and findhelp.org. You could put in housing in both of those and find dozens of local nonprofit organizations that will help you buy houses, fix up houses, pay utilities, pay rent, pay mortgage, pay property taxes, all that. So get in there, okay? And actually in the bottom of this, what I've added here is the top government giveaways. I have a report that shows you the 54 top government surplus property giveaways and everything, and that's fun to go through. And this is what we do with LeskoHelp, is just help people find all the community offices out there that give money for free and give services for free. And that represents, I said, like 33% of everything in our society is community or neighbor stuff, like your church, right? But we don't know about it because you can't even find your church in there. Your church gives loans and all this kind of stuff, and emergency money, and I mean, it's just a wonderful giving society out there, but nobody knows about it. So let me tell you about it, okay? Download this report I have there for housing, and if you want to join us, it's LeskoHelp.com. See, we're at .com. We got money from you, and we want $20, and we'll help you from cradle to grave. Actually, every month you can ask us 100 or 1,000 questions a month if you want. We also give one-on-one training, one-on-one help with any program. We show you how to apply to every program you're eligible for, and we give out our own grants. We give out over $70,000 worth of grants every month just to members. We became profitable, and so we give the money back to members because they're the ones that gave it to us the first. After we pay ourselves, then we give the profits back. I can't believe we're just a little company. I can't believe we're doing this. I thought you had to be somebody like Jeff Bezos or somebody to give money away of any significant. Oh boy, now I see that. And some of these fancy people have grants and whatever. They give $100,000. We give $70,000 every month. We don't mess around. We just love everybody and trying to help everybody with problems they have, because we know these sources can help you eliminate financial problems or get you to grow the way you need, whether it's a business, education, or whatever. We'll show you free money and help to do anything you want so you can grow as much as you can in life. Because someday it's over. Well, I'm looking at that pretty close now. I figure I got about 10, 12 years more if I'm lucky, but I'm going to spend every minute trying to help somebody else.